Hey guys, Julls here from SnusCENTRAL.org with a historical snus video. And that's right, yeah, you guys know that we recently had the opportunity to go to Sweden. And when I was there, you know, I picked up and acquired many things. And I really wanted to share one of those, or actually two of those, with you. So when I was at the Tobacco and Matchstick Museum, their gift shop there is phenomenal. They have all kinds of really cool things. And one of the coolest things that I got to see when we were going through the museum were all of the, and actually in the video I made before, I showed you some footage of old snus boxes and containers of sorts. And they, in the display, they had an original birch bark snus box. And when we had the chance to go to the gift shop, I saw reproductions there. And I was like, you know what? I've got to have one. So I not only bought one, I got back to my hotel that night. I said, you know what? I really want another one. Really have to have another one. So, because I was like, you know, why would I use the only one I have when I could have one just to hold on to, and it'll never, nothing will ever, if something ever happens to it, I would never be able to replace it. So I went back the next day and bought another one. So I kept one for display and one for regular use, just to use. So let me go ahead and get a close-up for you so you can see them. Alright, so this is the Birchwood snus box. This is the first one I bought. Notice the has aged leather strap. So the way you open this is you just put it right here in between your fingers and you pull, and your snus goes inside of there. And since it was explained to me that birch bark is naturally water resistant, the snus won't dry out in here. And let me go ahead and show you this. The lid it's all hand carved. Really cool if you ask me. And show you the inside there. And it's made out of birch bark. I thought it was really cool. So that was the first one I bought. The next morning, like I just said, when I went back, I bought another one. Here's the second one that I bought. Notice it has a softer, more flexible leather handle strap, if you will. I decided on this one because the other ones that they had, I felt like the leather would break off. So this is a lot more flexible and a lot more forgiving. So it's pretty much the same thing, and I really like this one. So I bought it, and it's practically the same thing, all handmade. So there you have it. So later that day, when I went back to my hotel again, you know, I was happy now that I had two, one for display and one for use. I was sitting there at my desk in my hotel room looking at them. I said, you know what, these are too pretty to use. But then I thought about it. You know, these outside of Sweden, people might not know what they are. And it would be a great conversation starter to tell someone about real Swedish snus. So I was sitting there and I was like, you know what, I'll just go ahead and use it. Well, I still haven't used it. And I'm still trying to decide which snus to put in here. So I've been, in my mind, just having a conversation with myself. I know it's weird, right? Trying to decide what's worthy enough to go in this birch bark box. And I finally decided, you know what? I have those 4 bricks of Ettan and Grov Cardus, also from the museum. So what better way to enjoy such a historical item than with another historical snus? So I finally decided to go ahead and, for starters, put the Ettan Cardus in this box. So we'll get to that in a minute, but let me tell you a little bit about these. The Connie, the guy that we, if you might not know, Connie Anderson, works for Swedish Match. He's a very, very, very knowledgeable individual. And he gave a short presentation, and in the presentation he explained these. And the really cool thing is, he said a lot of the farmers and people that worked in that industry back in the day, this was the very common form to carry around your snus in. And so he said, this is my favorite part. He said back in the day, when the farmers would get into altercations and fights, they would take their birch bark snus box, put it in the palm of their hand so they had a tighter fist, so that when they fought, they have a harder fist. And it really, I haven't tried it out yet. I don't plan to, but I thought that was pretty cool. And so yeah, there's a lot of history behind these. And these were the average man's way of carrying around snus. So what better way to, you know, experience it with a reproduction? So, and these are very, very intricate. I really enjoy these. So, short story, yeah, these pretty much, I guess you could translate it all into hillbilly can, if you will, farmer can. So yeah, I decided, like I said, to put Etan in here. And I'm going to go ahead and do that, and I'll show it to you. So yeah, this it's really hard to show you on camera. But yeah, so pretty much what I'm doing here is I'm just putting some snus in the palm of my hand. Since I don't really have a better way to do this, and I'm just filling it that way. Since I'm not in my kitchen, I really prefer not to make a mess. But so yeah, I've pretty much got this full now, and oh, I just dropped some. But yeah, so it's full, and I'm gonna put the top on this, and I've been packing it down as I go. So, but this is about all it'll fit in here with the lid, since the lid is gonna squish down some snus, and I'm just gonna pop the lid back on there. And honestly, weight-wise, this is about equal. It's almost about a can of snus, a real can, like a round can. So there you have it. There is your farmer's can of snus right there, filled with Etan Carduce. So I'm Julls for Snus Central, and I'll see you next time.